We have some new Toronto Raptors trade updates as an NBA analyst just revealed the market for Bruce Brown entering this year's trade deadline. And the Raptors are at a very interesting spot as they are in year one of a rebuild, but have started to exceed expectations as of late, even in the win column. So we'll discuss that, including the latest injury updates on guys like Gradey Dick and other players out here on this Toronto Raptors roster that have been in and out of the lineup as of late. So lots of stuff to discuss out here on this video. But before we do, folks, we have a very exciting announcement as this video is brought to you by Rentals.ca, who are proud partners of Team Canada. And while they've been supporting our national team defend their home court in international competition, they've been helping thousands of Canadians find their home court all across the country, whether you're in Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, Halifax, Winnipeg, Mississauga, Edmonton, Victoria, St. John's. From coast to coast, Rentals.ca is a website that helps you find the perfect place and price for you. Their website, it's clean, it's easy to use, and you can pinpoint exactly on the map where you're interested in moving, and Rentals.ca will be able to find you tons of options that perfectly fit the neighborhoods you're looking to move to. So shout out to Rentals.ca for supporting our national team, for supporting this channel for a very long time. Appreciate all the guys over Rentals.ca, and most importantly, supporting you guys all across the country from coast to coast, helping you guys find your perfect rental destination. Their link is in the pinned comment as well as the description down below, so make sure to check them out if you guys are looking, even want to scan different apartments, condos, houses, whatever it is. Check them out in the down below. But let's dive into the news. So the first topic of discussion, the first thing that we are taking a look at, is the latest on guys like Gradey Dick, because again, there's been so many players, so many guys in and out of this Raptors lineup over the course of the season. Now the big name, with the exception of Immanuel Quickley, who again is out for an extended period of time, but it's been Gradey Dick, who's been out of the lineup as of late. And we do have some updates in regards to his situation, as his return might not be imminent, but it is coming very, very fast. As reports come out from Josh Bloomberg that essentially reveals that Gradey Dick participated in Raptors practice today, but it was light non-contact practice. Darko Rajaković expects to have him back at some point this week. And Dick has been upgraded to questionable for tomorrow's game against Indiana, while Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and Immanuel Quickley remain out in that game. So, again, questionable is a lot better than, out. It's better than doubtful. It's better than all that type of stuff. But, it's not a sure thing that Gradey Dick will be returning, will be back into the lineup, back into action, for this Raptor squad of this game here. Let's see if we got the right picture. There's the picture of Gradey Dick. But, again, I'm very intrigued. And I know there's a ton of people waving the flag, and we'll talk about this more in the Bruce Brown sort of segment part of this video. But there's a lot of people trying to capture the flag, try to push for this Toronto Raptors team to lose some games, to take some L's, and all that type of stuff. But I really just want to have at least, give us 2 weeks, give us a month stretch of a team with Immanuel Quickley, with RJ Barrett, with Scottie Barnes, with Jakob Poeltl, and Gradey Dick. Just give us a stretch where we can see all of those guys play out there in the starting unit and just see how it goes. I wanted these guys to build up some chemistry, to build up some opportunity, regardless if it leads to a ton of wins. Obviously, I've been open. I want this Raptors team to win every game we can see. They go on a win streak, I'll be elated, even though I am sympathetic to the cause of Cooper Flag, of tanking, of all that type of stuff. But, I refuse to root for the Raptors to lose at any date before January 15th. It's an ambiguous date that I just randomly threw out there, but I'm making it official. I'm not rooting for this team to lose until January 15th, and then we can maybe, start pushing for, I got 2 Cooper Flag animations this season. I got to make one for Ace Bailey. I got to make them for different teams, but maybe I will, because this team has been better as of late. So, that's kind of the updates on the injury front and the injury situation, but, Bruce Brown's a guy that's been also out, according to these injury updates, but might not be out there in terms of trade rumors and the updates there. Weird segue there at this point. But, essentially, the rumors start to escalate once again, with Evan Sideri coming out and saying that the Raptors will dangle Bruce Brown's $23 million expiring contract in trade discussions. The price is expected to only be second-round draft capital, as Bruce Brown continues to rehab from knee surgery in September. Once healthy, Bruce Brown could be a key bench piece for a contender. Now, this is something that, again, I sort of came to terms with. I vented, I frustrated about it, at the end of last year. Because, again, when Bruce Brown was acquired, when he was brought into this team, when he was picked up by Masai Ujiri at last year's trade deadline, he was the main piece, the main player in that initial Pascal Siakam trade. One of those picks ended up becoming Ochai Agbaji, who ended up being the key player, and obviously Kelly Olynyk and stuff like that. But Bruce Brown was the lead name, with the exception of any of the draft capital, with the exception of any of that headlined the Pascal Siakam deal. Obviously, the first-round picks were the main part of that trade, and obviously not wanting to pay Pascal Siakam, yada, yada, yada. But I came to terms with what was discussed last season, because there were a lot of reports about multiple teams being interested in giving up a first-round pick for Bruce Brown, and it didn't. And then the Masai Ujiri didn't pull the trigger, didn't make it happen for a first-round pick. And there were quotes saying, hey, those deals will be available in the offseason. Then no trade happened in the offseason for a first-round pick. And now we're at the point where it's second-round picks. And that's obviously because of injuries and because of situations like that. But honestly, if the price is second-round picks, Bruce Brown is starting to win some people over, because he came out with a recent quote and said, I don't know if y'all noticed, but last year I didn't really look engaged or have much energy I had with other teams because I was playing on one leg. I want that to be addressed. I know a lot of fans don't think I played with a lot of energy, and I don't want to be here. And that's on social media. But I do want to be here, and I do want to play with these guys. It's a great bunch of guys, great coaches, great organization, but I literally was playing on one leg. It was tough for me mentally. I couldn't move the way I wanted to, play defense the way I wanted to, so it was tough. So, again, it's an excuse. We'll see how it actually, with the knee injury recovery, all that type of stuff in terms of how it impacts, how it changes everything. But Bruce Brown, the way he's bought in, there's a lot of guys in Bruce Brown's situation. If he wasn't truly engaged, wasn't truly locked in, like some people saw last season, it would, they would just be kind of out of the mix, just sitting on the side. But Bruce Brown has really bought into being a veteran leader on this young team, on this young squad. And again, trading him for second-round picks, does he fit into the future? We have so many wings out here on this roster. It's always been the glaring hole. But I've been just happy with Bruce Brown being on this team, being on this roster, even if he's getting a lot of money and stuff. It's an expiring contract, so he's not affecting flexibility out there for the future. But I just want to, because he's involved in a bunch of these trade talks, trade situations, and things like that. I don't want to give Bruce Brown up for pennies. So the thing about it is, as well, you're trading him pretty low because he is dealing with injuries, and that's something that's tough to foresee. It's tough to discuss and all those types of things. But again, second-round picks, it's not a great haul for Bruce Brown. If a deal does come up where it's a first, then that's more intriguing, more interesting. But again, there's Jake Fisher had some chatter about the Golden State Warriors once again. There were reports going out last week about the Warriors being tied to Bruce Brown as well. But Jake Fisher essentially said that I'm not reporting that Golden State has called Toronto, but the Warriors have loved DeAnthony Melton for the exact type of things that Bruce Brown, when healthy, does. Is he someone that now becomes on their radar because Melton's hurt? That's a fit. Personally, I haven't checked out either side of that yet, but it could come to fruition soon. But there will be options for Bruce Brown's trade market as well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So Jake Fisher, again, it's very early on. It's not even December 15th, where that's the moment where you could see deals actually start to happen, because other guys around the NBA that just signed recent contracts will be eligible to be traded. So there's more, permutations in terms of deals that could go down. But Bruce Brown, there hasn't been any official talks, and it doesn't make sense for those talks to happen before December 15th, so no one's going to be calling people and doing those types of things. But Evan Zadary is saying that the market looks like second-round picks for Bruce Brown, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Golden State Warriors, who have been losing some games as of late, with Melton, were up there in the talks and the chatter for the first seed out there in the Western Conference. They made it at the first seed there for a stretch, all that type of stuff. So basically, don't be shocked if the Golden State Warriors do come in and try to make a move, try to make a maneuver, try to sweet-talk Masai Ujiri into one of these big trade packages. But again, I'm pretty neutral on Bruce Brown. I'm not frustrated. I had a few fired up videos last year where it's like, never disliked the guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I was frustrated. The Raptors did not give up a first round pick for Bruce Brown, but obviously last year was not a loaded NBA draft, and Masai Ujiri is probably looking at this year and saying, hey, maybe even second round picks are more valuable this year, or you get a late first still for Bruce Brown here now at this point. But I do want to see him back in the Raptors lineup. Like, I don't think they should just be resting him to trade him and do this type of stuff. I do want to see Bruce Brown get out there and play. I'm liking the quotes. I'm liking what he's doing out there on the sideline. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below about all the latest. And folks, if you made this far in the video, 9 minutes 30 seconds we just spent together, and you haven't hit the subscribe button just yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's just down below. But folks, you guys are the best. I'm signing out. Cheers.